John said to the listeners, thank you for tuning in. How you guys doing, man? Hey, I read somewhere, I saw somewhere that people hate when people in podcasts eat. Look, what if I'm hungry? All right? What if I just feel like eating, dude? Screw y'all. All right? I hate it when you guys eat while you're watching the show. How about that? Anyways, beginning with this is let me see. What do I have on here? Oh yeah. All right. So we are gonna meet up today, all right, for our Thursday open gym. What an open gym is just like an open house. And you get to just do whatever you want, but we basically will play basketball. In the end, when we get this all established, it's 5-on-5. If you lose, your team's off. If you win, your team stays on. Then you just play the whole time. But since that's usually reserved for Saturdays, we just put the Saturday stuff on Thursday. We're also going to include our practice day because the practice days are Tuesday, Thursdays. So for half the group, you guys will be doing open gym. The other half will be doing practice. Whenever we need to combine the groups, we will. Eventually, I need to have 10 people for our practice group. All right, and this will be the group that's like Vegas or bus group, okay? And we need 10 people, but I'm getting some pushback from 3 of the people, kind of like more than that, where they're like, I don't want to invite anyone else. You know, every team's like that. My high school team was like that, but I wasn't. They were just like, we don't want anyone else to be a part of this. And it's like, well, what if someone gets hurt? Or for us, what if everyone can't go to Vegas? What if someone backs out? What if someone quits? All right, we need 10 people, but we also just need 10 people to just play 5-on-5 during practice. So I did all that I could, and I was like, yo, you guys got to run. If you don't get this person, you got to do this, you got to do this. And basically, right off the bat, like first day, second day maybe, people are already against it. Like they're already saying that they're not going to do what I asked them to do. All right, and this is a bad one because I haven't asked you guys to do hard stuff yet. Sure, like the basketball stuff is hard, but you guys get to run because of that, right? But just at the beginning of like find a teammate that's right there who's asking, and you're like, I don't want him. Right there, I told you to find someone, and you're not willing to do it. Well, that's going to set us back. We only have so many weeks before our July deadline. And remember, this is about me. This is not about you. All right, you guys get to make stupid decisions in your own personal life to make yourself a worse player if you want, like not watching the show, like not shooting your shots per day, like not doing the push-ups. You get to decide that, okay? And you guys have made that decision over the last year or two. All right, but this one's mine. This is this is the team stuff, and you think that it's yours because you're like, well, you're gonna give us some wins. I'm like, yeah, and you guys want those wins, but I know you guys don't really know how to get them. So in the end, it's like me telling you what to do and then you listening to me. And in the end, this is kind of like not really for you, it's against you because it won't make you better, it'll make our team better. But you guys are okay with that because you're like, well, let's make our team better. In the end, this is what you want. In the end, it's not lined up, but in the end, here we go. Let's make it lined up for you. In the end, you want to have it your way. All right, like Burger King. All right, you want to have it your way. But there's something wrong with this. There's something really, really wrong with this. Do you guys know why Burger King offers a chance for you to have it your way? You guys have any idea? All right, they do it. I'm sure that you've guessed it by now. They say have it your way because they want money, right? All right, so Burger King's like, yes, have it your way. If you want whatever you want on your burger, you got it. However you want your burger, you got it. However you want your fries, you got it. Whatever price you want, you got it. You want cheaper? Done. All right, and they make a lot of money because of this, and people think that that's a great strategy. But what's wrong with this? It's to the detriment of their customers. All right, people say that they want it like this, want it like that, want a bigger burger, want it cheaper, want it this. But okay, when you want the burger cheaper, then they use horse meat. Literally, they have used horse meat. All right, then you say that you want it cheaper, so then they're like, okay, well, we can also freeze it, and we can also do this, we can also do that, and all of a sudden, you're fat because you didn't want salad, and so they just didn't give you salad. And then you wanted this. And some people have tried to sue Burger King over this. They've tried to sue Burger King over not offering cheaper, or sorry, healthier alternatives. Like they're forced to go there. All right. All Burger King was like saying was that you could have it however you want, whatever you want to do. And I'm sitting here saying, no, it's not what you want. So who are you more likely to go to? Burger King or some salad restaurant that has like, some healthy options? You're going to go to Burger King because you want it your way, but you don't realize your way sucks. All right. And in terms of this, I think I'm pretty smart at basketball. I think I know what I'm talking about. I play professionally, all that kind of stuff. And I was also pretty smart during high school too, I believe, even growing up. If you rewound my life and put me in charge of this team when I was like in 9th grade, 10th grade, it would have sucked because I didn't know what I was talking about. And you guys know less than I knew way back then. So trust me on this stuff. All right, you don't want it your way. You don't want it your way. All right, for this, you don't want it your way. All right, because what do you actually want? Do you want to win in the end, or do you want to lose in the end? Well, okay, if you want to win, well, then I can give it to you that way. But all the process that leads up to it probably won't be as you want it to be. All right, you just have to realize that. Trust me at some point in time. And I'm not asking you to trust me for 5 years. That would be nice. You might make it to like freaking D1 if you trust me for 5 years. I'm asking you to trust me for 6 months. Just give me a chance for 6 months. The same chance that you always want. The same chance that you always ask for. Like, put me in the game. Let me have a chance, coach. I'm asking for a chance right now. Okay? Say this, but I'm also asking you to give your teammates a chance. The same chance that you're going to want in high school, same chance that people don't give you. Give them a chance. Because I've asked all of you guys to do everything that I want you to do in terms of individual improvement. You haven't done that. And for you guys to doubt someone else and not accept it because of that, that's crazy. Okay? You're like, no, he's not going to do it. I'm like, are you going to do it? No. Are you going to do what I want you to do? No. Then Adam tell the team too. No, but he's definitely not going to do it. I might do it. It's like, what are you talking about? Everyone just wants to feel special by excluding other people. Don't do that. All right? I assure you, if you took the gamut of every player on earth and how good they were, to like the best players to the worst players, our best players are closer to our worst players than our best players are to the best players in the country, or even the state, but probably the country. All right, the gap between us is larger than the gap between them, and you would love for the higher ups to give you a chance, or maybe you wouldn't. I don't know, but either way, don't treat people behind you like that. We need a team. All right, so you guys stop with the Burger King thinking. You're only going to end up obese and dead, all right? And start thinking higher than that, because we have higher goals. And I'm going to need fewer of these conversations because we have to get to work. And the sooner that we get to work, the better that will be. But if all of our practice time is spent with me talking to you and talking you into it, we're going to be in June before we know it, and it's going to be like, okay, now let's learn to play. In June, you're going to be like, okay, coach, I finally believe you. Let's go. I'll do whatever you say. And I'll be like, it's too late. It's too late. All right? You guys are taking our precious months, our precious days, our precious weeks, our precious minutes, our precious seconds away. All right? Let's not waste that time. Let's push on it right now. So, quote of the day. Quote of the day is, lost times never found again. Whoa, how apropos. Is that the word? I don't even know. All right, but yes, very appropriate for today. Lost times never found again. All right? The time is ticking away every single day, every single day, every single day. Go right now. Buy in right now. Believe right now. Go all out right now, because you'll never get that time again. All right? The five-word quote of the day. Lost times never found again. Let's go to the story of the day. Please watch this.
You'll need help, and you will get help from an array of people throughout your life. But in the end, you are responsible for your own well-being and owe it to yourself to make decisions that will empower you and will help you improve yourself and your life.
And we are firing on all wheels today. Dang. I mean, like, the quote of the day, the pre-talk, the story of the day, they're all basically the same thing, and it's saying how much power that you have and how much help that you'll get but only if you accept the help, of course. All right. So realize your power. Realize the power that you have in your life. But I mean, dude, you also have the power to screw it up, especially by doing nothing at all. All right. So realize your power. All right, and be a stronger person because of it. Be a better basketball player because of it. If you're here, check it in the comment section so that I know that you're here. Let's start off this show by talking about did you know? Did you know SGA was traded 2 times? All right, if he was drafted by I want to say the Clippers. Then he was traded to the Thunder. Then he's traded back to the Clippers. Then traded back to something like that. Let me actually look it up real quick, so that I'm not lying. All right. So SGA and Wikipedia. It says he was drafted by the Clippers, and then traded to OKC. All right. And that was his story. All right. Basically, the Clippers were like, we need Paul George. So we're not just gonna give up this rookie who's barely getting playing time. We're also gonna give up 5 draft picks and another player as well. It was a crazy trade for Paul George, who never got them a win at all. Now all those draft picks, and especially though the pick of SGA, are going toward the Thunder in a huge way. And now the Thunder have a chance to win the entire championship. Why I bring this up is to ask you, did you know? But even Paul George yesterday said that the Thunder probably won that trade. All right, and I don't think he's being demoralized. He said, in a way, Oklahoma won that trade with picks and a future MVP. Great trades for both sides. I don't think it was a great trade for the Clippers, but the Clippers did have a chance for a year, I suppose. All right, yeah, it's crazy. If you are dismissed, this is the best thing that you can do right here. 5 first-round picks and 2 swaps in 2019. This is the best that you can do. If you're dismissed by a team, you make them pay with wild success. You don't make them pay by talking trash about them. You don't make them pay by crying your eyes out every single day. That's not how you make them pay. You make them pay with your wild success. Not just normal success. This guy's now in the MVP conversation. And you know what? Maybe some of it was spurred on by him getting traded. Maybe they were right. Maybe they should have traded him because he wasn't going to be good enough. All right? Or maybe Paul George was just that good. Who knows, right? But let's say that SGA wouldn't have worked as hard on his game unless he got traded. So these moments in time that happen to you, where they're seemingly horrible instances, you wanna make them into the best thing possible, and then years later, you want people to look back and say, "Dang, that kid was dope. Man, they were wrong." But it doesn't happen without hard work, and it definitely doesn't happen if right away you get destroyed by whatever happened. All right, so SGA has gotten the last laugh. All right, realize the bad things that happen to you in life will allow for you to have similar paths. All right. If you are showing up today, we got an open gym. Gonna start with knockouts. All right, just some playing. We have a kid who said he's come to the first 3 days of practice, but today, yesterday he said, I'm not gonna come tomorrow. This is so hard. I forgot to tell him that today is an easy day. Oh my God, it's just open gym. We're playing knockout. Oh, I forgot to tell him. And then we're playing open gym after that, maybe 3-on-3 with some tangent. But the other side we'll be doing monoginobly layup. I hand up to 2 shots, offensive free throw, rebound, side and right. 0 to 3 seconds down by 3 with free throws, and 5-on-6 press break. Okay, we're gonna talk about that stuff real quick, and then we're gonna go over all the stuff that we need to go over. Last time we focused on offense. Today we'll focus on defense. All right, but we have to get this team a lot better, and hopefully we have our people. We have our people soon, where it's 2 people per group, and we have 10 total people showing up all the time to these practices so that we can learn a whole bunch of stuff. I know Lincoln won't show up for a couple of months or something like that, but the rest of you guys can show up and learn as much as you possibly can. Josiah is getting over an injury, but we should at least have 8 people there, ready to go, ready to get better. All right, so show up so we can show out, so we can all get better, so we can all improve, so we can get our ultimate goal. And again, this is just me talking you into it, but if you listen to me, we all have a chance. Okay. The next thing we got is a highlight of the day. This highlight of the day is from these 2 parents. Okay. They're being interviewed on the sideline of the game, of the Lakers game, I believe, and I'm not sure who their kid is, but they're the 2 parents of someone playing on the court. And if you look at the dad's face, he's not looking at the interview. He's watching the game. He's not trying to be on TV. He's trying to watch his son play. And they said last time they were interviewed, their son got a big dunk. All right. And he doesn't dunk that often, or he doesn't score that often. He's not in that often, but he was in during their interview right now. And watch what happens this interview.
The game, and I was talking to you guys, and we got Dad's reaction on camera. Dad, we see you down here cheering on your son. Just describe that feeling.
Oh, he did it again! He did it again! Oh my God! Okay, I'm not doing this on purpose. He's literally taking, every time we get an interview, he's dunking the basketball. So I'm sorry, Tabitha, but that is amazing.
So he does a whole interview by himself. Oh, he did it again. He did it again. Maybe these parents should just stay on the mic. I mean, okay, look, they're getting interviewed courtside, right? Is there a possibility, since this has now happened twice, is there a possibility that their son saw them being interviewed and then dunked it because of that? I mean, it's kind of a conspiracy theory. It's more of a highlight to me. I think it's a really cool thing that his parents are so into the game, obviously, but also that he showed out for them. All right? Again, he's not in the game all the time. All right? Is he on the what team is he on? The Hawks? Yeah, the Hawks. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. So, how did you guys behave when your parents are watching? I've known many kids. Usually, they tend to get worse when they're nervous or their parents are watching, something like that. One of our girls, Lana Wenger, who is now playing college for Portland State, I believe, she would do horrible in front of her parents all the time. And both her parents play professional basketball in Germany, but they would scream at her in German, and she would be so high strung during games. Then there's one game at McClymonds High School in Oakland. There were no courtside seats. The closest seats were up in the rafters. Okay, so everyone had to sit way far away, so we couldn't even see or hear the parents. She was playing against one of the top boys teams in California with our 5th through 8th grade boys and girls team, and she wound up destroying them. All right, we lost the game by 9. Okay, I won't lie, but they were top 10 team in California at the time, and we were able to hang with them with boys and girls of younger age groups. All right, and a lot of it was because of her. She was just going to work. It was her first big time real game, where during a game she did well, and I think it was definitely because her parents weren't there. Me, on the other hand, and some other kids, they like to show off. And I think if you have the show off attitude, you want to show off for your parents, show off for your grandma who's there for the first time, show off for your friends who are there. As long as you're not hot dogging and stuff like that, but you're able to get better because people are watching, I think that's the better of the two. All right, now you shouldn't want to be just a show off, but being able to rise to the occasion is a great thing, because they say if you're really skilled at something and you have pressure added to you, your skill gets better. If you're not that comfortable at something and pressure gets added to you, your skill gets worse. So put in a lot of time so that when you're pressured, you only get better. All right. Trivia question today. Of the 162 1986 NBA draft picks, which number was Dennis Rodman? That's the trivia question today. All right, of the 162 1986 NBA draft picks, which number was Dennis Rodman? He was not number 1. Number 1 was Brad Gordy. If you think about that, you're like, man, they got Brad Gordy. Did they have wanted Dennis Rodman? Dennis Rodman ended up being Hall of Famer. Multi-champion. play for like many teams, defensive player of the year, one of the best rebounders of all time, and you just missed him. But how much did they miss him by? What up, Josias? How many teams had a chance to get Dennis Rodman? Basically, this was what this question is. All right, and I don't want to know what round he was picked. I want to know the overall pick. If you know that answer, you get a point for the month. Whoever gets the most points gets a $50 coin. Good luck to everybody out there with this question. Of the 162 NBA draft picks in 1986, which number was Dennis Rodman? All right, we'll be right back after this message. Moving on. We got a conspiracy theory, guys, or a rumor, or whatever this particular thing happens to be, and it comes from New York. All right, they have a coach named Tom Thibodeau. Tom Thibodeau. It's a hard word to say, but this coach is known for being extremely hard on his teams. But some people are like, is he extremely hard, or is he like a high school coach, and all the prima donnas of the NBA are just like losers? All right, I tend to think the latter, where it's like, yeah, he's being hard on you, but like not compared to like a college team or even a high school team, because the NBA guys are just like, millionaires, and they're like, a little bit hesitant to try their hardest. And when they get yelled at, they're like, excuse me, like that. That's what I would think. But in terms of Tom Thibodeau, dude, this dude, well, I'll get right back to it because I think someone got the answer right. Wait a minute. Let me look at it real quick. 27, 20. That is the answer. Just size with the answer. Dennis Rodman was the 27th pick. The Worm. Josias with the point. That is 2 points for the month. Josias, great job. Yes, the 27th pick. 26 teams had a chance to get Dennis Rodman. If you look at all the people that were below him, Arvydas Sabonis was a great pick. Mark Price was an all-star for the Cavs. Buck Johnson was okay. Ron Harper was solid. Len Bias died, sadly, and Brad Daugherty was solid. He was an all-star. But man, you had so many chances to get Dennis Rodman. You passed him up, man. What were you thinking? That's what I said earlier about SGA, man. If they make a mistake on you, then they made the mistake. Make them pay. But yes, what I was talking about Tom Thibodeau is that maybe all the drama concerning him is true. Maybe he is too harsh a coach. All right. Take for instance this guy right here. All right, he had 36 points and 11 assists in his G League game at 1 p.m. Then he gets called up to play for the Knicks and plays that night. All right, I mean, like immediately. I'm sure he was super excited to play in the NBA, but as the caption said above it, says Tibbs will never beat the sweatshop allegations, meaning the dude runs a sweatshop. He makes people work way too hard. This guy just got to get down playing the whole game. I'm sure he was ecstatic to play in the NBA, but man, Tom is a hardcore coach. If you were in the NBA, would you want a hardcore coach or an easy coach? Mind you, you're still going to get paid millions of dollars. If you have a hardcore coach, it might actually do your team bad, because now your teammates who are also prima donnas, they don't want to work that hard because they're mad at this coach. They still want to get paid, but they're just like, I hate this guy. All right? And maybe he works you so hard that you get hurt. Maybe, right? Whereas the other coaches are just like nicer, and the other team respects it, and they're like, you know what, guys? Even though the coach didn't ask us to, we should just work extra. Maybe, right? It all depends on the personnel. I think that you need to get personnel that matches your team's coaching style, your team's culture, your owner's owning style, right? All right. But would you want this type of coach, or would you want the other type of coach who was more like, I guess professional is a word, because he's going to treat you like you're like his equal, I suppose, or even like above him. I think I would like to work hard. If I'm going to lose, this is how I want to lose. All right, and if I'm allowed to play in 2 games in one day, it's just 2 games. It's just 2 games. All right, but of course it's full games, NBA level or G League level, so it's a lot harder. But man, Tom Thibodeau from the New York Knicks, he has his players working hard. And at the very, very least, I don't know if it's championship worthy, I appreciate it. I appreciate it because if you are given everything, you can still work hard, whether you're being forced to or not. They could ask for trades, I suppose. I appreciate that kind of hard work. And speaking of hard work, how are you guys? Do we have anyone posting the homework? Anyone? Let's check the homework. Got someone posting right there. Who do we have? There he goes. Weston. We got Mello. We got Henry. We got Luke. We got Jay. I see you. I keep posting that homework, you guys. And inspire everybody. And if you're not posting, there will be runs to do during the actual workouts. And then for our team, we take the conglomerate of the entire previous week's runs, and we make you guys do that. Since there are 10 runs, I'll have you guys just hold up 10 fingers. If you have to run all 10, you just hold up 10 fingers. Or you hold up just 5 if you did 5 things the previous week, or just 2. I'll add those numbers up. I'll minus them from 100, and then we'll just get our runs done. If we have to run, I don't know, like a whole bunch of Nash drills, I think it equals to like about 3 different Nash drills if you guys just do a little bit. We can split those up. We'll run a Nash drill every 30 minutes. So you guys aren't like dead tired, but we will get our runs in. And Josias, you're not allowed to say, hey, I don't mind if we run. You're on crutches, dude. I just realized that. You're like, I don't care if we run. You haven't ran yet. That's a selfish decision. That's crazy. Anyways, last thing that we're gonna talk about, we got the wolf thing that we're talking about. What is the wolf thing? Is this like an interview or something? The social media. All right, let's see what they're gonna say about it, and let's talk about it.
As you notice in practice, like I'm at him crazy.
Yeah.
Right? But he's still the number 2 pick.
Mm-hmm.
He still puts butts in the seats. I don't do that.
Yeah.
So it don't matter. However nice you think you are, some of this stuff, the NBA is a business.
Mm-hmm.
If Luka sells out arenas, hey, listen, champ, I don't care how good you think you are.
Yeah.
Luka sells out arenas. You got to remember, the most underrated thing about LeBron, in terms of like when outside people hate on him or whatever, like players, whatever, anything, bro, the billions that he's made the league over the last 20 years, that's why these salaries are so high.
Him and Steph.
Steph, KD.
Bro,
they didn't put so much money in everybody else's pocket. The minimum one I got in the league was $500,000 in Brooklyn. There were times.
So that's an interesting point. If the guy starting over you in the NBA is putting butts in the seat, he's also putting money in your pocket. So unless you're gonna win a championship, if you're like, oh, let's just start these players instead of these players, why would you do that when you're barely winning a few more games and you're making like way less money, and you as the better player are now making less money too? Weird, huh? They have to measure how much you're worth in entertainment value. And as for your high school team, when you get cut, you're like, but I was better than that guy. Unless you're going to win them the championship, that doesn't really matter. Maybe they're just going by who's going to buy them jerseys. They let some rich kid in before you. Or maybe they don't like your attitude. Maybe they think that you're not friends with some of the players, and they're like, oh, well, if you're going to be the 10th man, I would rather pick their friends so that they're happy. Because if we don't pick up this guy, when we pick up you instead, the starters are going to be sad. All right? It comes down to like that. How you can defeat that is you can be of championship worth, and be off the chain good. And that's where all of you guys who are like, oh no, I'm good enough. I don't need to do everything. I just want to make the team. I just want to kind of make the team. No, that's not going to work, because kind of making the team gets you kind of cut. Because if it's a tie, the tie goes to whoever sucked up to the coach the most. The tie goes to the random rich kid. The tie goes to, like, I don't know, just the kid that they pick like this. Who cares about the 10th best player, the 9th best player, the 8th best player? You want to strive to be the first best player so that there's no question about it. Then they'll accept you. Even if you're Allen Iverson, they'll be like, oh man, he's just too good. Who cares if he practices? He's just too good. Who cares if he spit in my face? All right? So make yourself better and better and better, and aim for the stars. Don't just aim to make that middle ground. All right, if you want to be a star, you want to be guaranteed that playing time. Make it where it's not even a question, or make it so that you get the butts in the seats, and all of a sudden people are paying to watch you play. All right. Anyways, quote of the day is lost times never found again. And let's make up some time tonight. All right, we got our open gym tonight for half the people. All right, and then a lot of playing for the rest of you guys. So come to work, come to get better, and we'll all get better together. All right, I'll see you guys soon. Don't forget, man, make me look good. Come on, do what I say, please. Por favor. All right, man, can we just do this thing? Stop doubting me, dang it. Anyways, keep my music, guys. I'm out.